Alright, good enough. It's a lot on my head lately. I'm off yet again, off of work. So I didn't want to be off work actually. I think I've had a little too much off time. But whatever. Might as well have fun. This is Mega Man X, one of the greatest Mega Man games ever made. I'm playing on the original Super Nintendo, hoping it doesn't glitch out because I tried to do a video this other day. This is the intro stage. Basically, it's there to teach you the mechanics and set up the story. And the X series has a pretty good story. Gets a little convoluted later on, but for the first few games, it's pretty great. Kind of wanted to play this on an emulator where I could just save when I needed to and make the video a little easier to record and all that, but decided to use the original console, mostly because the Super Nintendo controller is awesome. And the real thing is just the real thing. Nothing quite like the original. This is vile. He's a jerk. You can't really beat him. At least not this early in the game. Better off just letting him pummel you. Eventually he freezes you off and your buddy comes in. And he saves the day, of course. Mega Man's not quite where he needs to be power-wise, but that will change. Of course, I'm going to go for Chill Penguin first. His stage has the dash upgrade, which you kind of need for most of the game. You're pretty much up shit creek without a paddle without that upgrade. here it is, Dr. Light's robot ghost or whatever it is. I don't really know if he's like alive in a computer chip or whatever, but according to the story, he's been dead for like 100 years or so. Or longer, I don't know. I haven't read the manual in a while. Anyway, this is the dash upgrade. I set it to the R trigger. That way I can coordinate my blasts and jumps a lot better than by the default setting, which is the A button. Shell Penguin is a pretty easy boss, which also makes him a really good first target. Of course, you can never be too careful. Even Shell Penguin can mess you up good if you get overzealous like I do on Mega Man games. Next will be Storm Eagle. Pardon me for all my sneezing and snotting over here. My allergies are going crazy with the spring. And I really don't care. I really like the spring weather. It's really nice. Got my door open right now. Down in beautiful Alabama. So that's a heart upgrade right there. Gives you a little more life. Shoot this guy and stand on the tower. And go up here and you'll get your first energy tank. Ah. There's an extra life down there if you feel like shooting those tanks or whatever and blowing them up. But you need to dash so you can wall dash from Shell Penguin stage to get to the head upgrade. And I really don't know if the helmet really does anything or increases your defense or anything, but it does allow you to get several of the most important power-ups in the game, including the upgraded arm cannon X-Buster, whatever. You can go through the gate as normal, or you can go down here, get a little health bonus. Storm Eagle's no pushover. He's weak against, I think, Steam Chameleon's weapon. So be prepared for one heck of a fight when you go up against this guy. Charge shots are your friend. Storm Tornado, one of the best weapons in the game. If you wonder what that sound is, it's the sirens going down Spring Hill Boulevard. Anyway, the game. Go ahead and switch to the Tornado. Yeah, it's a pretty tough upgrade to get. You gotta dash at just the right point. And once you get to that wall, you do not want to let off the B button. I'm glad I got that on my first try, because if you don't, sometimes you'll have to re-enter the entire stage. This allows you to charge your weapon up to level 3 or max, and it also works on all your other weapons that you get from fighting the bosses. There's also a heart upgrade. There's more. Another energy tank, which you have to fill. It's not like the original Mega Man series. You have to fill them up. They are reusable. You can carry up to 4. You definitely need them when going to Sigma's fortress. But the way you fill them up is you hit life ups when your life is full, and that goes to your reserve. And luckily, once you go for this guy, you already have his weakness. You beat Storm Eagle, which makes the fight one of the easiest fights in the game. since we're going to get most of the power-ups in the game, we're going back to Chill Pigment stage. As far as I know, this is the only way you can get this heart piece here. You have to have the flamethrower. So yeah, unfortunately you have to play the stage over again. I'm not really a big fan of that, but whatever. So what you do is you don't automatically kill that guy. Oh, never mind. You can kill that guy. Sorry, I remembered it wrong. So we got that heart piece. So we're done revisiting for now. Gonna go ahead and actually go for the tough call here. I'm gonna go for Launch Octopus. Cool. Nice little collection of power-ups there at the end. I really hate that part. Okay, that sucked. Those guys really hate the tornado. So you might want to save some of that for those guys. They can take quite a few hits from other weapons. I don't have. He's actually weak against two weapons, the boomerang and the shield. But I don't have those. This guy's pretty tough. He doesn't mess around. But anyway. Now fighting that guy first without any power-ups is just crazy. I've done it before. I don't recommend it. Anyway, you want to beat the stage before you go into CHAMELEON stage if you don't want to enter his stage twice, because it allows you to get a heart piece there. Speaking of CHAMELEON, let's go for it and get the fourth and final piece of the X armor. Do that by going down here. Beating the previous stage allows you to get here, and you also need, I think you kind of have to have this to get across. Charged ice shot. And all you need is the dash to go over here to get the armor. The flamethrower is actually pretty good against this guy. Either way, he puts up quite a fight. So you'll take half damage if you get this armor. Trying to beat the game without it is pretty much not a good idea. I don't think I've ever tried to, honestly. He's gone. He's weak against the boomerang. But when we fight him next, we'll be using that boomerang. Okay, he's out of the way, so we're gonna go for the boomerang guy. I don't really know what a kuwanger is, or kuwanger. Sounds Australian or something, I don't know, some kind of beetle. CHAMELEON's weapon is pretty great here. Use it, just skip these areas, just dash on through. See ya. Okay, we made it past that part. And you can use Chill Penguin's item, fully charged, to get this next piece of hearts, or heart tank, whatever. And if you have a launch octopus's weapon, you can take this guy out pretty easy. Not that he can't launch your body into the sky if you stay on the ground. Alright, we're gonna try to take out one more boss here before we take a break. The camera is getting low and I need a break anyway. Okay, so get out this item here. There you go. You've got 3 energy tanks now. Sub-tanks, whatever. I don't know, I can't keep up with all the names. Close call. Should have used the Chameleon there. Makes that area a lot easier. Cool. It leaves only one heart and one sub-tank to collect in the entire game. I do not like this lights out bullcrap. I don't like it in any game. Never did, never will. Spark Mandrill, if you have ice, use it. And that's 7 out of 8 of the Mavericks. What's left is God, what's his name? Armored Armadillo. So anyway, we're gonna take a break now. Thanks for watching.